This is ABS, and you're watching the evening news. I am Ifunaya Mafli. Thanks for being with us. Our headlines trending for this evening. Governor Obiano assures of completion of Nkwo Ikem Nando Road in a month's time. World Bank approves disbursement of funds to 10 poor communities in the state. Federal government closes all land borders ahead of Saturday's polls. And on the foreign scene, Israelis, Netanyahu's former allies, join forces to end his 10-year rule. And we'll start with the news in details. The Nkwo Ikem Nando Road project is nearing completion. Governor Willie Obiano was assured of the completion of the project in 1 month's time when he paid an unscheduled inspection to the site. Our Government House correspondent, Ejike Abana, report is taken from our studio.
Present government in 2016. On arrival, asphalting was ongoing on the 4.2-kilometer road, while the drainage system on the long stretch was 100% complete. Governor Obiano emphasized that Nando community has the largest number of road construction in the area under the present administration because it is the center of many agrarian communities of the state. The governor, who promised the people that road infrastructure including streetlights and road markings will be installed on the road when completed, asked them to help him fulfill his mandate of all-round development.
If I believe I'm going to campaign Cambia, not be a new idea. On a loose work, I won't buy Lualia. Siakozonaka. Open on a even on a locally Naga. Baka even a Melunu, they was your normal balanine. I'm going to I could have soon we call Uzonine, a bush naga, and Oyataraka in another 2 years, a been a very good chili and I'll lose Bono. Nanda Bulobo. Now it's a
The Commissioner for Works, Engineer Marcel Ifejofo, who told the people that additional 4 road designs have been drawn for Nando, expressed optimism that the roads will be completely executed with the support to the government of the day.
And I want to tell Nando people, if there's any place His Excellency does not need to come for campaign, is in Nando, because the campaign is there. And I want to inform you that we have designed more than 4 more roads for Nando. His Excellency, this road, you can see the road we traverse from Okuzu through SAS to this place. It's the longest road you can think of in Omabala. We have done the one that goes from Chukwemeko University, Adani Road Junction. This one to Tourist Garden. Your Excellency, we have awarded the road from Omuatoloturi Bezunu to Nkwo. Nando is highly interconnected in terms of roads.
The contractor handling the project, who is the traditional ruler of Umueri, Igwesa Bennett Emeka, revealed that 4 kilometers of the road have been completely asphalted, promising that remaining 2 kilometers will be completed in a 2 months' time.
We take it from where we are taking the asphalt now to this culvert. We have done 4 kilometers. The remaining 2 kilometers will be finished in the next 1 month. That I can assure you. In the next one month, we'll come and you will come to commission this road. That is the assurance I'm giving you, and I will keep to that promise. And you will come back here, and Nando people will rejoice for the good work we have been doing for them.
Chief Chinedu Obidigwe, Chief Obinna Emeneka, who was represented by his father, and a crowd of community members were filled with excitement as they applauded the governor's gesture.
Commuters plying Enugu-Onitsha Express Road are now heaving a sigh of relief following the construction of the Agua-Awka Junction axis of the road by the Anambra State government. Works correspondent Ngozi Obeleri monitored the progress of the work on the road and now reports.
Yes, arrived the scene. Staff of the Anambra State Road Maintenance Agency were seen carrying out various duties like brushing, watering and asphalting of the road, among other things. The managing director of the agency, Engineer Emeka Okoye, was equally seen directing the workers on how best to get the job done. Speaking to the ABS, Engineer Okoye explained that though the road is a federal road, it is being used by Anambra mainly, and because of the series of ghastly accidents recorded in the area, Governor Willie Obiano decided to fix it to put an end to the ugly occurrences. Police, Engineer Okoye maintained that the agency, under the directive by the governor, is intervening in many failed portions of roads, both state and federal roads, including Nobi Junction, Ugunwa-Asike in Ogidi, Tazan Junction axis of Onitsha-Owerri Express Road, Akwata Road in Oka, among many others.
Excellency likes to make sure that Anambra people are safe and enjoy good roads in Anambra State. This is a very dangerous junction. There have been several accidents here, a lot of them fatal. We'll be out of here today, maximum tomorrow. Like you see, we can only walk in the night, because of the heavy traffic. And it's even dangerous because of the traffic and the speed with which they come down. So we walk more in the night.
Some commercial bus drivers, Mrs. Chibuzon Natwanya and Victor Oko, praised the state government for the move. While narrating their experiences on the road, they said the road, considering its nature, could lead to crashes, but with reconstruction of the bad portion, such crashes will be contained. From the Agwaka axis of Enugu-Onitsha Express Road, I am Ngozi Obileri for ABS News.
The World Bank has approved funds disbursement to 10 communities in the first 5 core poor local government areas of the state for the implementation of their community development projects. The General Manager, Anambra State Community and Social Development Agency, Mr. Chudi Mojeku, announced this during a 2-day training program in Oka, organized for management committee members selected from Anambra East and West Council area. Ebele Eze has the rest of the details.
Came as a result of the secured approval from the World Bank, attracted participants from Umueri, Nando, Nsugbe, Enugu-Aguleri, and Umuezana communities. Mr. Mojeku, who stated that proper disbursement will commence in March, noted that any money disbursed must be used for the project approved. He warned that there will be no room for uncompleted micro-projects throughout the lifespan of the project.
The World Bank, has given us every approval to start funding these 10 communities, to start implementing their development plan and the micro projects contained in those plans.
The operations manager, Mrs. Uchenwu Izubo, said the training was aimed at providing the participants with the requisite knowledge and skills needed for the implementation of their community development projects and community response plan for effective sustenance. In a vote of thanks, the chairman, Enugu-Aguleri Community Project Management Committee, Chief Obioran Natwanya, who happily announced that they secured approval to construct a civic center, noted that presently Enugu-Aguleri lacks a general civic center as the existing ones in and outside the spiritual Ubugade for Beast women.
I've already assured the agency of our transparency that the money that is going to be given to us will be put in a very good use and ensure that the projects are completed. You understand? It is only by so doing that we'll be able to ask for more. If we don't do it well, there is no way we can ask for more.
Later in a lecture titled Financial Management, the Finance and Administration Manager, Mr. Francis Madubongo, stressed that drawing from the proper accountability and transparency will affect other projects negatively. In their separate speeches, some of the participants, Chief Vincent Okafor, Chairman, Umuezana Community Project Management Committee, and Mrs. Uche Iweze, member, Nsugbe Community Project Management Committee, said teachers' quarters and construction of a primary school were approved for them respectively.
Even the men live in about teachers' quarter, also open market. The teachers na kuzi line. Every room of line. Buna be sebe veto kabana bera akwologe.
Na promise ihe na agwa ha bụ na ege eji ya be ego we lụọ ọlụ ha ga-aba ha biafo. Ha se lolo gaba.
Anambra State Community and Social Development Agency has charged Community Project Management Subcommittee to establish mechanism for the sustenance of CSDP projects executed in their various communities. In Oka, I am Ebele Eze, reporting for ABS News.
Society for Equity, Justice and Peace, SEJUP, has called on security agencies to maintain professionalism in their conduct during this Saturday's rescheduled presidential and National Assembly elections. Speaking to the ABS in his office at the Paul University, Oka, the general manager of the faith-based non-governmental organization, Dr. Ima Ezemwaji, stressed the need for security agencies, especially the police, to always perform their duties within the ambits of the law. Dr. Ezemwaji, while describing the February 23rd elections as very critical, called on over 2.5 million voters of Anambra state extraction to come out en masse this Saturday to exercise their franchise. He called on them to safeguard their permanent voters card, which he noted is the only tool they would use to enthrone God-fearing and credible leaders. The SEJUP's boss called on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to provide a level playing ground for all the political parties and candidates during the election, reminding them of the need to maintain neutral as an electoral empire. The Nwafo Orizu College of Education in Nsugbe has marked its 4th Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, TRCN, induction and oath-taking ceremony with a call on teachers' daily improvement on ICT skills in order to meet up with the world's teaching standards in this 21st century. Our correspondent, Emmanuel Okonkwo, was there and now completes the story.
The event, which was held at the college auditorium, had in attendance academics from the school and sister institutions across the state, exposing the inductees to the requirements of teaching profession. In his remarks, the Registrar and Chief Executive Officer, Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, TRCN, Professor Josiah Ajiboye, represented by the Director of Professional Operations, TRCN, Mr. Bello Adamu, while describing teachers as indispensable tool in human capital development of any nation, charged them to always strive to improve their knowledge on daily basis, especially on ICT, in order to be able to impact their pupil and students in the present world where digital literacy rules. Professor Ajiboye reiterated that the TRCN was established in the year 1993 with the sole objective of regulating and controlling teaching profession in all level of education system in Nigeria, and to provide template by which teachers can compete favorably with their counterparts world over.
Standards, knowledge and skill of those teachers. Then it is expected of it to raise these standards from time to time as time may permit it. Those are the basic issues or responsibilities by law given to TRCN to do as far as teachers are concerned in this country.
Speaking earlier, the provost of the institution, Dr. Ifeyinwa Osebo, disclosed that the 833 inducted teachers scaled through out of the initial 988 students that took the TRCN exams, encouraging the inductees to keep to tenets of teaching profession as they join the league. Dr. Osebo commended Governor Willie Obiano for his administration's education friendliness, as according to her, the college has witnessed a lot of improvement since the inception of the government.
Successfully completed their studies and have satisfied all the conditions and requirements of the induction of the institution for the award of the TRCN certificate.
Earlier in a welcome address, the chairman on the occasion, Lady Chika Osinomomo, appreciated the important roles the TRCN is playing in ensuring that the teaching profession is highly regulated, encouraging the body not to relent in its efforts towards repositioning the profession for a better society.
Today, history is made in the annals of the college as nothing marks the fourth induction ceremony of BDU, BEd, and MCE graduates. Without your immeasurable support, today's occasion would have been a success. Therefore, I appreciate the indispensable roles played by the TRCN in ensuring that the teaching profession is highly regulated.
The coordinator of TRCN, Nwafo Orizu College of Education in Nsugbe, Dr. Chidi Arubaleze, advised
the graduates to be good ambassadors of the institution and wished them well in their field of endeavor.
Teachers are great, no controversy. Teaching profession is dynamic in nature, hence the need for the teachers training and retraining so that they will be able to fit in the 21st century of the teaching profession. From Nsugbe College of Education, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo, reporting for ABS News.
The federal government has ordered the closure of land borders for Saturday's presidential and National Assembly elections. Controller General Nigerian Immigration Service, Mr. Mohammed Babandede, said in a statement in Abuja today that the closure order was announced by the Minister of Interior, retired Lieutenant General Abdurrahman Dambazau. He stated that this is to further the presidential and National Assembly elections taking place on February 23rd, 2019. President Muhammadu Buhari has said that Nigerians could consider a reduction in crude oil production in support of efforts to shore up the price of the commodity. Buhari spoke in Abuja when he received the special envoy of King Salman bin Abdulaziz, custodian of the two holy mosques and Minister of State for African Affairs of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Mr. Ahmed Kwatan, at the State House. A statement signed by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Mr. Garba Shehu, quoted Buhari as saying that, as a responsible member of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, Nigeria was willing to go along with the Saudi initiative in limiting output so that prices will go up. The statement said the president wished that there was no need for cuts because of Nigeria's large population and the need to secure more money. However, he assured the envoy of Nigeria's support for the initiative. And then moving over to our foreign desk, Israel's primary centrist challengers to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu have announced they are joining forces, a dramatic move that has created the first credible alternative to Netanyahu's decade-long rule. Retired military chief Benny Gantz of the Resilient Party and ex-finance minister Yair Lapid, head of the Yesh Atid party, said they would present a joint list for the upcoming Israeli elections that will constitute the new Israeli ruling party. In a joint statement, the two said they were motivated by national responsibility. Recent polls suggest that together the two could surpass Netanyahu's ruling Likud to become Israel's largest faction after the April 9th vote. Under their unity arrangement, the two agreed to a rotation leadership should they come to power, under which Gantz will first serve as prime minister and will then later be replaced by Lapid. Moving over to sports, Chelsea-owned winger Victor Moses and Watford loanee Stefano Okaka have been named among the top 10 overpaid players in the English Premier League based on minutes played in the 2018-2019 season. Victor Moses was paid £66,346 for every minute he spent on the pitch prior to his loan move to Fenerbahce. The former Nigerian international logged 26 minutes in total in matches against Huddersfield and Liverpool this term and is the seventh most overpaid player in the top flight. Nigerian eligible striker Okaka is 10th on the list, with Watford paying him £33,409 per minute. It is claimed Moses takes home £75,000 per week at Chelsea, while the Hornets man, who played 22 minutes before he was loaned out to Udinese, pockets £35,000 a week. Crystal Palace duo Pape Soare and Scott Dan, Tottenham's Hotspurs' Georges Kelvin Nkodo, Chelsea's defender Gary Cahill and David Zappacosta are the top 5 highest paid players in the Premier League per minute of action in that order. Now, don't forget that you can follow our news and programs on ABS from any part of the world simply by logging onto our website, which is www.absradiotv.com. Like us on our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/ABS ABS Radio Television, and follow us on our Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube handle at ABS Radio TV. Now, before we end the news, we'll go through our headlines trending for this evening. Governor Obiano has assured of completion of Nkwo Ikem Nando Road in a month's time. World Bank has approved disbursement of funds to 10 poor communities in the state. The federal government has closed all land borders ahead of Saturday's polls. And on the foreign scene, Israelis Netanyahu's former allies have joined forces to end his 10-year rule. And with that, we'll wrap up the news this evening. Many thanks for being with us. I am Ifunanya Amafili. Do have a pleasant night.